Hello, my name is Rick.
Ciao, I'm Millie.
And this is episode 27
27
of season 3
3
of Yonks Ago. Excellent. We almost didn't remember how to do that, but then we did.
Season 3, could it be Donny B? Who is he? Just another bit of history that we're gonna get to know in a brand new little season of Yonks Ago. A father and a daughter putting on a show, finding out about people from Yonks Ago. Y-O-N-K-S Ago. Y-O-N-K-S Ago. Fact or fiction, we don't know. Y-O-N-K-S Ago.
All right, I think everything's working. I've checked the sound.
Well, it shouldn't it?
I've had 3 months to prepare. You'd think I'd get it right. What a hiatus,
I know,
Millie.
our longest one yet.
3 months, almost to the day. In fact, to the day.
To the day.
We released our last episode on the 22nd of September.
Yep.
September.
And it is the 22nd of December.
That is, by my calculations, 3 months to the day.
October, November, December.
You count it out with them fingers, and what do you get? 3 months.
3.
Which
is
a prime
number.
100% prime number. But look, you've got a good excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, year bloody 12,
I was
eh?
in year 12.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did finish over a month ago, but
yeah, but
I was still busy.
decompress.
Yeah.
You know, when you come back from space, you don't just jump out of the rocket ship and go straight into life. You've got to decompress.
Yeah.
You've got to readjust. You've got to get your
True.
muscles fit again.
True.
So that's all you've been doing, just getting back into the world.
Yeah.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
So the Year 12 ride is well and truly over for you. You're an adult. Your schooling life is done and dusted. Well, that part of your schooling life.
Yeah.
And now you're free and easy breezy.
Yeah.
Any chance you're going to take up cricket and become the new Don Bradman?
Yes.
There is a chance.
100% chance.
Oh, that's 100% chance.
That's literally my middle name, Don Bradman. You should know that.
I know. I had to fight long and hard to get that as your middle name as well. People were I could tell you, it didn't flow off the tongue. Millie Don Bradman Matherall did not.
It kind of does.
Oh, no.
Low-key.
I know. Now that I say it, why didn't I?
No, you did.
I mean, I did,
Yeah.
but why didn't I? Even though I did.
Yeah, I know.
But honestly, why not? I can't think of a single legitimate reason why that isn't, even though it is, your middle name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So how was the Year 12? You're happy?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You got through it?
Yeah.
In terms of things that you've done it.
Yeah.
Tick. What's next for Millie? She's going to become the next Don Bradman.
Yep.
And that's it. Is that anything else on the bucket list? Anything
I don't
else
think so.
on your to-do list?
I think that's it.
Be Don Bradman.
And do this podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
So non-stop successful podcasting.
Yeah.
High quality content all day, every day. Or, when we get around to it.
Got to get my audio engineer degree.
Audio engineering degree. Be Don Bradman.
Yeah.
B for Bradman.
So that's 3. Prime number, 3 months.
Yeah. That's a
Third season.
That's a good to-do list.
Yeah.
Considering. Especially with that. Honestly, you've gone through 2 years of it, and is the future looking any more certain? You'd say not.
2 years of what?
Of pandemic stuff, like lockdown here,
Gotcha.
restrictions there.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, with no end in sight.
No.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but the light's just a virus with a lamp, with a torch, shining a light on us, trying to find us. We're in the wrong tunnel.
I know.
So, look, I reckon 3 things on a to-do list at this stage.
Yeah.
Hats off to you.
How about you, Dad?
Yeah, look, I reckon you've got more than me. We've got similar ones. Anyone who listens to any of my other podcasts, any of my one other podcast, how about this? You will know I too am pursuing the life that Don Bradman has so far been very good at. Mm-hmm. And so I'm playing the cricket.
Your cricketing journey?
But I'm trying to be a wicket keeper. Don Bradman never did that.
Nah.
Idiot.
So you're better than him?
I wouldn't say I'm better. I'm just heaps better.
Yeah.
And podcasting. So I've got 2 of the same as you.
Yeah.
What was your other one? Oh, audio engineering. I don't need to do that.
You need that.
So maybe I'll just still do some live theatre every now and again. That could be my point of that can be my third one.
Yeah.
Live theatre, cricket, podcasting.
Nice.
That's pretty much been my to-do list for about the last 5 or 6 years. So
that's good. Consistency.
So welcome back to the podcast, Yonky Doodlers.
Who are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Just kidding. We know.
Yeah. we did ease them into the long gap. We were getting more and more sporadic. We kept letting them know why.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't out of the blue.
No.
We were open and transparent.
Yeah.
And now a little pre-Christmas treat.
I know. It's our gift to you.
Yeah. Merry Xmas. That's for all my X-Men fans out there.
Gotcha.
But where were we in the Don Bradman story? It's been so long.
know.
I know. I feel like the last thing we talked about was they went on a tour to England for the Ashes.
The Ashes.
And Don Bradman was excellent.
Yeah.
He scored heaps more runs than anyone else.
All of the runs.
And Australia, the little plucky underdogs they were at that time, everyone was like, you can't win this tour, idiots. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, what about Don Bradman here who can score more runs than anyone? And also they had Clary, the smiling assassin, Grimmett, bowling for us. Clary Grimmett.
Yeah. Grimmett just sounded wrong to me.
Yeah, it probably is. I haven't fact-checked. The smiling assassin, and he bowled better than anyone else. So we had the best bowler and the best batter. So guess what? We won.
So we win.
I mean,
that's how it works.
That doesn't always guarantee. Hey, best bowler, best batter doesn't guarantee a win.
No.
But it's surely
it's
helps.
good when we didn't have home advantage either.
Yeah, we were on tour.
Yeah.
And that makes it real difficult.
So double good.
The crowds all hate ya.
Yeah.
The pitches are up.
Everyone likes Don Bradman, I feel.
You got to because he runs around in the field.
Yeah, he's a good fielder.
He's a zippy. When in a world where no one's a good fielder, he stands out.
Exactly.
These days, everyone would be like, well, he's just as good as everyone else.
Exactly.
Probably a little worse. But in those days, he was like, what is going on with this guy? He really wants to field that ball. He's desperate. He only saved one run then, but geez, he saved that run.
Yeah.
And then they won by one run.
Yeah.
I imagine that sort of thing happened all the time with Don Bradman. So he has made a name for himself. Now Australians love him.
Yeah, Australians own.
Because they were listening on the radio.
Yeah.
Which was the only
I
way.
was.
Yeah. They were like, what's happening on the radio? Don Bradman's got 300 runs, not out. I've been listening to the radio for 9 hours. It's been the best time of my life. So everything's going gangbusters. England have got begrudging respect for him now. They're like, he sure can bat. We don't like him, but he sure can bat.
Yeah.
And Australians like, how good's Don Bradman? And so they're on their way home.
Yeah.
So let's catch up with how Bradman's going. So he's still employed by Mick Simmons, who is a guy got him working in the sporting store, rival to our man Kipax. Do you remember the rival
Kipax.
sporting stores?
Yeah,
Kipax had a sporting store, and Mick Simmons had a sporting store, and then Don Bradman's making Mick Simmons' sporting store better than Kipax's sporting store. The beef.
It's a dog act.
And so he's still working for Mick Simmons, and he wanted to take full advantage of the publicity around Bradman now.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, mate, you got to go gangbusters. And they started, he got quoted in the newspaper that the team was going to become a comet with a long tail, Bradman being the head and the rest of the team being the tail.
Oh, no.
Now,
wait, Don said that?
No. I think it came out, Mick Simmons, I think.
Oh, gotcha.
Or a representative therein, a part of the marketing machine.
Yeah, gotcha.
Put that out there.
Yeah.
Good imagery.
Yeah.
The comet with the tail, because you could do a little cartoon of that as well in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Don Bradman's face, the rest of the team trailing behind. So, look, I can understand why they've put that out there. But this remark, naturally, was not appreciated by those who would be seen as the tail of the comet.
Yeah.
They're like, we didn't like it's a team sport.
Yeah. You're only as good as your worst player.
Exactly right. They did not need reminding that Bradman had been the star of the tour.
Yeah.
Because it was true. They well knew that without him, sure, probably wouldn't have won the tour. But as I've said, it still remains a team game, and each player played their part.
If it was just Don Bradman,
nothing.
0 win.
That's right. Don Bradman probably wouldn't have got there. Even though he's good in the field, he's not that good.
Well, because you can't do it with one batter.
It's against the rules of the game.
And then you imagine it's just the bowler.
It's just him, he bowls, and then he has to wicket keep as well as bowl.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's really hard.
I mean,
unless you're the Flash.
I mean, he may have been. Maybe he was the Flash, and that's why he was so good in the field.
Yeah, maybe.
But he was just like doing it like hardly even trying.
Yeah.
But fast enough that if he'd had to, he could have played all 11 positions.
I think.
on the field.
Yeah.
Question mark. Possible crack the code of the Bradman talent. So the rest of the team's a bit disappointed in the comments, and especially Clary Smiling Assassin Grimmett. He was especially annoyed in particular because, as we've said, he bowled the house down.
Bowler.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yes, Bradman did his part, but Clary, the Smiling Assassin Grimmett, smiled his assassinating ways right through the English team. So surely he's at least part of the head.
Oh, 100%.
Or at least he's riding on top of Bradman.
Or like the start of the tail.
Yeah. Like lead tail.
Yeah.
He needs more than just hanging out in the tail with the rest of the team.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that's not too much to ask after everything he'd done. But Bradman says there's nothing he could do about it. He's like, I was still employed by Mick Simmons, and when they organised his return, he had no choice. He had to go along with all the marketing. He did say he was pleased at the reception, and it was good to see his family and friends, but he certainly didn't revel in all of that nonsense.
Yeah.
It's not his bag, baby. But then the General Motors company, who had sponsored this homecoming of Bradman, they chauffeured him. So they flew him back ahead of the team.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Can't be favoritism.
He's getting the VIP treatment. They flew him back ahead of the team, and then they drove him back to Bowral in one of the General Motors fancy
Thought he was
cars.
banned. Just joking.
And then they presented him with a car of his own.
Whoa! What the hell?
He's making out like a bandit.
Yeah.
Did the rest of the team get a car from General Motors?
No.
Absolutely not. Not even Smiling
I
Assassin.
hate him.
Now, Bradman's in damage control now. He can see, look, this is looking real bad for me. So he puts out a statement. If credit is due to any player more than another, it should go to our captain, Billy Woodfull. His opening partnerships with Ponsford made things much easier for those who followed him. And we must not forget that wonderful bowler, Clary Grimmett, whose work throughout was phenomenal.
Exactly.
So I reckon someone wrote that for him, that statement. That doesn't sound like Bradman to me. I reckon General Motors have seen that there's the public's starting to get a little like, what's with this guy? And Australians hate tall poppies.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's getting a bit big for his beaver britches right now. So they put out a little statement saying, the rest of the team's great, especially these guys. They're superb. I mean, I'll let them borrow my car whenever they want. They can't have the car. But if they want to beef or borrow
Test drive. Beef or borrow.
They can. But look, all of this modesty fell on deaf ears. As he attended reception after reception.
Oh, no.
Organised. He went to town hall meetings. Tens of thousands flocked to get a glimpse of him. Bradman's dislike for publicity turned to little less than loathing when he wished for the chance of some peace and quiet with his family and Jessie. Yet he wasn't about to get it.
Well, that sucks.
So this is the part of if you're making a feel-good movie.
Yeah, I was thinking this could be a film.
Yeah, this is the part where it's all getting a bit much. The fame, the adulation.
And the whole team's turned on him.
The team started like, we hate you, Bradman. Shut up, Bradman.
Yeah.
Ugh, Bradman.
Just after the epic win in England.
Yeah.
You know?
He should be flying high.
Yeah.
But it's getting a little claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And it's not working out the way he would have liked. So the whole press around him's building. The day before Bradman arrived back in Sydney, a big-hearted racehorse by the name of...
I don't know.
Name a famous racehorse.
Farlap.
By the name of Farlap. Correct.
That was so scary.
Well, you passed. I mean, I gave you a 95% chance of only knowing the name of that one racehorse. So I was pretty confident that it was going to be a easy test for you. Big-hearted racehorse Farlap won the Melbourne Cup.
Oh, damn.
Part of a winning sequence in 1930-31 of 31 wins and 2 second places.
Did you say 1930-31?
Yeah, like... spanning that year,
Gotcha.
Spanning 1930 and 1931. He was a dream horse and a bookie's nightmare, and it was a time like the rest of the population were down on their luck because of the Depression.
Oh, yeah.
This mighty beast was now coupled with Bradman as the most popular living creatures in the land.
Oh, damn.
They were both winners and the greatest performers the country had ever seen in their respective fields. They were also stayers who were rarely beaten, and if they were, they came up trumps the next time. Phar Lap and Bradman had become the nation's icons and typified the spirit of a country, or at least the spirit to which people aspired. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure for Phar Lap. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just like...
I reckon he did.
Oh, he had a sense. He was like... he was like... no, he wasn't. I was going to say P.
Wait, with racehorses...
Yes.
Are they like both gender racehorses?
I know they call them the fillies.
Like
there's the fillies and the geldings. I think geldings have been like male horses that have been neutered, but I could be wrong. I know very little about it.
Because I was like, surely I've never heard like.
I think there are.
Does it matter?
Like I don't know.
Because surely they'd be like, oh, the testosterone makes them better or something.
Yeah, my guess is that there are different gender classifications of horses, but they don't race against each other.
Yeah,
but I know next to nothing about horse racing.
Okay. Probably good as well.
I feel like there must be, because there's famous race horses that then go on to be like, you get more money for them if they're a famous horse that you can then sell them to get other horses pregnant. Like if they go to stud.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So if a horse has been a really good race horse, you can then sell their baby making prowess for heaps of money.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants their babies.
Yeah.
I've got to get them babies. And so they're like really high paying sex machines.
Yeah.
Those horses. But they must have been good race horses to start with.
Yeah.
Therefore, there must be male race horses. Ipso facto, male race horses.
You got it.
But again, that is flimsy logic that I'm applying based on little bits of information that I've heard here and there.
Do a season on Phar Lap.
I mean, I do love Phar Lap. So Bradman right now has the weight of the nation.
I mean, haven't we all?
I mean,
I have.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, everyone's like, Millie, she's got 3 things on her to-do list. We could all aspire. We could all try and be a little bit more Millie.
Yeah.
A little bit Morley.
The pressure doesn't get to me, though.
Nah.
Nah.
You brush just sleep through it.
I'm like Phar Lap.
Yeah, you got a big heart, a huge heart.
And that's all.
And that's it. So now there's a new tour starting. It's against the West Indies.
Oh, damn.
And so then in 1931, the West Indian, very first ever West Indian team to visit Australia. Bradman's scoring during this season was more sedate.
Oh.
He's like, not even going to try.
Yeah, maybe he's been like, don't love me as much.
Yeah, he's like purposely toning it down.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone's
he's not even that good. Like, he's average.
Yeah. I'm just an adequate batter. And he goes out there, how good? And he goes out there and he's trying to big up the rest of the team. He's like, how good's Ponsford? Potty Ponsford. He's like, great bowling, Grimmy. Stands around the boundary trying to hype the team up to the crowd. How good's Grimmy? If I was to try to be like anyone, I'd be like Grimmy. Yeah. You should definitely, next time Grimmy's in town, go and try to get a photo with Grimmy. He's the smiling assassin, guys. What am I? I'm nothing. I'm just an adequate batter. So definitely, I think that's what this tour is all about.
Yeah, I think
and I also don't think his heart's that in it. I think as far as rivalries go, if it's not England for Bradman, he's like, whatevs.
Yeah.
It's Ashes or nothing.
Yeah.
The Ashes is the clash. I can't get my words right. I'm trying to get Clash and Ash, but I can't quite find it. I'm going to need half an hour of brainstorming.
It's okay.
No, I'm disappointed in myself. It's one of the 3 things on my to-do list is to be a good podcaster. And look at me, I can't even talk. I'm losing it. I'm spiraling out of control, Millie.
This is me normally.
All right. So the West Indies are in town, sedately, but although just to prove he hasn't lost it, he does make 223 in the third test at Brisbane. And then he follows it up with 152 in the following test at Melbourne. So, look, I don't know how sedate that is.
It's pretty mediocre if you ask me.
Yeah.
Could have got a bit more.
So he's done all right in that series. That's all we know about that. I don't know if they won the series, and I don't care. Who cares? It's only... I'm going to assume they did because it was the first time the West Indies had ever been to Australia.
Yeah.
They were just happy to be on a trip.
As they should.
And then they followed that series up with a series against the South Africans.
Oh, damn.
In the Australian summer of 1931-32.
Woo. We're moving fast.
Things are moving rapidly. And he's scoring, again... He plays a few games against South Africa for New South Wales. He only makes like 30, but then he makes 135. Then he makes 219.
Jeez.
And then in the test matches, he scores 226, 112. Then he goes out for 2. Just slowing it down. Can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
But then 167.
Nice.
And then he brings it home with 299 not out in the fourth test in Adelaide.
Very
299
good.
not out.
What?
What happened?
Oh, I could have just got one more.
I hope his captain didn't declare. That would have been sad. The kickbacks is like, all right, bring it in, boys. Bradman's like, I need one more run. He's like, yeah, well, we at the tail of the comet here, we've decided it's time to declare.
I hope that's what happened. That's funny.
That 299 not out did set a new record for the highest score in a test in Australia. So Australia had won 9 of the 10 tests played over those 2 series. So, yes, they definitely won both of those series comfortably. And then our man Bradman, he's played a lot of cricket over this time.
I mean, as he should. It's his career.
It's what he does. I mean, it's who he is. Why fight it? Now, between these 2 seasons, so in between playing the West Indies and South Africa, Bradman seriously contemplated playing professional cricket in England. So he's tied to England.
Oh, okay.
With just with the club league, and that move, according to the rules of the day, would have ended his Test career.
Oh.
So he's thinking of giving it all away just to slow it all down.
Yeah.
Move over to England and play a little bit of club cricket. And take it easy.
Don't do it, buddy.
But then a consortium of 3 Sydney businesses offered him an alternative. They devised a 2-year contract whereby Bradman wrote for newspapers, broadcast on radio, and promoted the menswear retailing chain FJ Palmer and Son. So he got himself a lucrative deal to stay in Australia and play Test
cricket.
However, that contract increased Bradman's dependence on his public profile, making it more difficult to maintain the privacy that he desired. Poison chalice, Bradman. Could have gone to England, just quietened right down.
Yeah, or just not taking that deal and just stay in Australia.
Yeah, I think he wanted to settle down because he was about to marry one Jessie Menzies.
Nice.
So he's like, I need to make sure my life is solid.
How old is he now?
Well, this is in April 1932.
He was 1908, wasn't he?
Or was that?
No, because Nancy Wake was 1912.
Yeah. So he is 24.
Yeah. Okay.
24ish. He's 23, about to turn 24.
Gotcha.
So it's April 1932, and he marries Jessie Menzies. Finally, he's got himself his sweet contract. He feels like he's financially secure. His cricket's going great guns. The only thing that's getting him down is his high profile public life.
Yeah.
And the wedding epitomised these new and unwelcome intrusions into his private life. The church where they got married was under siege throughout the day. Uninvited guests stood on chairs and pews to get a better view. Police erected barriers that were broken down. There's riots in the street. Gotta watch our man Bradman tie the knot.
Damn.
So police have erected barriers that were broken down, and many of those invited could not get a seat. Imagine you got invited, you couldn't get in.
Bro.
You're like, Bradman's only invited a handful. Kipax didn't get an invite. Mickey Simmons is here. Clary Grimmick got an invite.
Oh, 100%.
Best bowler.
Best bowler.
B for best bowler.
Yeah.
He's probably B for best
Double
man.
B. B2. He's B2.
Bradman's B1. Clary Graham's B2. Yes,
B2 was always my favourite.
I'm guessing Clary Graham, the Smiling Assassin, was the B for best man for sure. B2, B1 and B2 up there. Mickey Simmons was there, but maybe Clary Graham.
Do you know how I feel about Mick Simmons?
Yeah, Mickey Simmons. I reckon he's a dodgy little businessman.
100%.
But he got in for sure. I reckon.
I'm picturing him as that bad guy from Titanic.
Billy Zane. B for Billy Zane.
Is that? I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that's him.
So look, the wedding was chaos, and then weeks later, Bradman joined a private team organised by teammate Arthur Maley to tour the United States and Canada.
Oh damn!
So he travelled with his wife to America and Canada, and the couple treated the trip as a honeymoon.
Oh, nice.
Again, this shadows a little bit Nancy
Wake? Jinx.
Damn it. Nancy Wake's journey. He's covering a lot of the ground that Nancy Wake trod. Because she did Canada and America before she did Europe. So he's doing it in reverse order, sure.
When did she do that trip?
That was her first one when she was just turned 18, I think.
Yeah, so it would have been before? Quick maths?
So it would have been 1930.
Oh, so very close.
Oh, geez. The American...
I reckon they met.
The American eras might have crossed over a little bit, but possibly maybe a year or two out.
Yeah.
So he travelled with Jessie, and they treated the trip as a honeymoon.
Nice.
It's nice. I mean, it's nice because they're going somewhere they probably would never have got to go.
Yeah.
But it is a bit of a working holiday.
Yeah.
Like in terms of a honeymoon.
Not for Jessie though. She's just along for the ride.
Yeah, but I feel like you're both supposed to be free and easy on your honeymoon. Like no obligations.
I don't know. I've never been on a honeymoon.
I feel like the whole mood of a honeymoon is like, here's just the two of us. All we have is each other.
Yeah.
Everything else is a distant dream that's not going to intrude on this little love bubble that we have for however long we can maintain this love bubble and the world can get nicked.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like this was a little bit of, look, he's played 51 games in 75 days. So it's a long honeymoon. But 51 games in 75 days, he's hardly home.
Yeah. It's a bit dog. Maybe she's just at the cricket watching him though.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely came. She was a wag. She was definitely at the game, I hope. Or she was doing her own thing. Yeah. I reckon Jessie by this stage is like, I'm a bit sick of cricket. Sick of cricket? I'm sick of...
She's off shopping. You know, that's what women do.
Seeing the sights, I hope. Yeah. I hope what she's doing is soaking in a bit of the, the foreign landscapes. Yeah. And the
100%.
And the monuments.
Getting her steps in.
Yes. So he scored 3,779 runs at an average of 102.
So did I.
He's playing well, but he was probably playing against American and Canadian teams who were well down the pecking order of, he should be scoring an average of 100. So although the standard of play was not high, the effects of the amount of cricket Bradman had played in the 3 previous years, together with the strains of his celebrity status, began to show on his return home.
Dark days.
So it's all getting, it's all heating up. I mean, in many ways, I've got to say, I feel for you, Donny B, but also he brings a lot of this on himself. Yeah. Like he's a bit of a whinger.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like the fame.
No, he definitely reminds me of a main character. Definitely like a Harry Potter sort.
Yes. Yeah. No one understands what it's like to be me. It's so hard, though I will do everything I can to keep inviting the pressure. And I hate being famous, but I will sign this contract. Yeah. That means I have to maintain a high profile and do, I hate it though. Yeah. I hate it, but I'll sign both of those contracts. That's great. I just got married. I just want to spend some time with my wife. Do you want to come to America and play cricket? Yeah, I'll do both. I'll do both. So, although he hates it, I think he sort of love-hates it.
What's going on?
He's like, stop it, I hate it. Stop it, I hate it. I reckon he was like, now everyone, Australia, I'm getting married. I'm only inviting a few people. I'm getting married at this church at this time. Don't come. It's at this time, at this place. I'll be getting there about half an hour earlier.
Just live tweeting the whole
thing. Yeah. And we definitely don't want everyone to show up. That would be the worst. Oh, no. What?
Definitely.
The easiest ways to get there are down Main Street. I've set up a little snack stand if anyone gets hungry. But don't come. Stop it, you guys. Me and Farlap will be there, and that's it. So look, that's But I tell you what, Millie, we have covered all the ground that leads up to the pivotal moment.
What's the pivotal moment?
Because the very next episode, we are at the next time that England tours Australia.
The Ashes.
It is the Ashes, but this Ashes series isn't even known as the Ashes now. It's known as B for Bodyline. The famous B for Bodyline series. Bodyline.
What?
Bit of sizzle. I know you don't.
Is this a famous Ashes?
This is one of the most famous Ashes
series. Oh my God,
series.
I'm excited. I know nothing about it.
It's the pivotal moment in Don Bradman.
If
people think Don Bradman, they think Bodyline.
Okay.
This is
I don't.
Well, you will after this. So every episode, all 27 episodes that we have covered so far have merely been leading to guess which numbered episode, Millie? 28. Jinx.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really. We both were going to say it was like our planned thing.
It was a dirty jinx.
Yeah.
So episode 28, we finally get to Bodyline. I'm excited.
That makes sense. 28.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I'm excited, and you should be too.
I am.
I won't be. Of late, I've been just summarizing series, but we're
going to go in depth.
We are
one
deep,
episode. Gotcha. I love these ones.
We are deep diving into this. This series deserves to be luxuriated in.
I'm excited.
You're no longer in year 12. You're on holidays. Yes. We've got some time, hopefully over summer. The perfect time to be deep diving into cricket.
Didn't we start our podcast over summer?
Feel like
I'm pretty sure we
we're all
did.
about summer podcasting. So we're going to, when we're not watching cricket on the tally, we're going to be podcasting about cricket.
It is the summer of cricket.
So get excited, Yonky Doodlers.
Yes.
We're about to hit the jackpot.
Yes.
I couldn't be more excited. This is it. Don Bradman, you don't know what you're in for. Millie, you don't know what you're in for. I don't know what I'm in for. I've got a rough idea.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next incredibly exciting episode of
Yonks Ago. Thank you for waiting 3 months.
Yeah, you're not bad.